Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna continue work on my 2013 Ford F350, and today is finally that day when I'm gonna be switching over the caps. Finally that cutout roof cap will go off of the good frame, and finally I'll install it, the new cap that I just rebuilt it from my Porsche truck. As you can see, it's a foggy morning. It's nice, beautiful, but it's a little bit chilly. I don't know, what is it? I think it's right around 52 degree. Currently 48 degree. Man, the summer is over pretty quick. But before I can pull out my convertible F350 off of the garage, I'll have to move this Beamer. It's currently not running. I'm waiting on the parts. I can't find one part that was broken, the plastic piece, when I was taking out, and for some reason dealer says they don't have it and it's on the back order. So I'm trying all the sources and I still couldn't find it. Maybe I'll have to go to Seattle and go to junkyard. Maybe, hopefully I'll find it, the part I'm looking for. Anyway, this car needs to go, and I have to drag this frame lifting self-made lift over here, so I can push this convertible F350 over here, get the cab out, push it back in, move the cab out of the way somewhere on the dollars that I purchased, and then somehow figured the way to put on the side of the cab. That way when I'm gonna be pulling out, if this will swing again towards this side and I would not be able to catch it, at least I'll have something puffy so I don't make any damage. My main goal is for today, swap the caps. Let's not waste our time and start working on this project. I'm finally done modifying my lift system. The reason behind that, because I didn't like the way those towers was sitting. They were leaning slightly and other side wasn't being crisscrossed. So I just took an extra precaution, made this stronger, because I still have to take this cap and put that cap back. But I'll have to take this cab with the bed and parts truck that are over there. So I need this lift system, the self-made it, to be strong and could last me few more builds, hopefully. Now I'm ready to finally start getting this cab off. let's get those 8 bolts off of the cab, go under and see if everything is disconnected from the body. If it is, then I'll hang 2 more dollies, so I'll have $4 on each corner. That way I'm not gonna damage the new cab, and it's way easier than it was like at the parts truck when I was taking out the cab. Now it's gonna be a little bit tougher because you're gonna have to run back and forth all those 4 corners to pick it up. Oh well, that's something I'll have to deal with it because I don't have a shop. I mean, I do have a garage, but I don't have a shop nor a lift system. Hopefully with your guys' help my channel will grow, and then next year I can build a shop for myself and we'll have all the tools that I needed: lift, a tire machine, frame machine, paint booth. But that's something in the future, and I have to save up some more money. It's probably about $100,000 project gonna be. Anyway, let's start taking this cab off of this frame. Then I'll set them on those dollies that I got it from Harbor Freight. Move it over here on the side, and then I'll bring the cab. I got the bolt that is turning over, so it turns over inside. So what am I gonna do is hook up my welder and weld this nut to the frame. That way I can get the bolt out. I got all those bolts that was holding cap to the frame. I got 2 new dollies. Now I have 4 points to pick up the cap, and I think everything is disconnected on the bottom. I checked it. I might missed it something, but let's start picking this cap up and make sure we're not pulling any wires, and then completely raise it up. I'll push the frame inside and we should be ready to install the new cap. But first, let's get this cap out. That's it, guys. I did one step closer to put a new cap, but check this out. So in order for me to move this cap, I got those $4 from Harbor Freight. It says 1,000 pounds for each one, should be plenty enough to just get this cap and move it over here on this spot. But check this frame out. A little bit rusty in the back, which no problem, but in the front it's all good. No rust, no runs on the tranny or engine. Yes, there is an oil pan, but that's it. The tranny, transfer case, everything is dry. Everything looks good. I'm pretty happy with this engine, because I don't see any leak off of the heads or valve cover, off of the turbo. There's no runs, no sneezings, or I don't know how you want to call this, but it's everything dry except the oil pan. The oil pan is the only issue. That's it. This cab is ready to be installed on my frame. Convertible. I guess it's not convertible no more. But what I did on this, I took those straps, hook it up on the bottom lip, and now I have this nice line and holds it pretty good, and at the same time it's not damaging anything. Now I'll have to push this frame with the engine. I don't know if you can call this car truck or something right now. Guys, I screwed up again. I set up my camera and forgot to press the record button. So you're not gonna be able to see it how I lowered this cab on the truck. Let's go check it out. Right there, that's it. The cab is on the truck. Like I said, the bolt is just loosely tied in. I have to install those 2 plastic vents and 2 plugs, rubber plugs. But other than that, that's it. This thing is start coming along finally. See, the booster is back. That's it. I mean, everything is start coming along. So now my plan is to reassemble this side over here, plug it in everything. Then I'll move to this side. We'll plug everything in, connect everything back together, and then I'll move to interior and we'll install steering wheel. Because we have a rain season started, so I don't know, it could start raining tomorrow out of nowhere, and I don't want this thing to be under the rain, especially when almost complete assembled dashboard. And lots of you guys asked me why I assembled the cab and painted on the frame rack instead of put it on the truck and do all of that. First, painting, it's a lot easier to paint it on the frame rack because I don't have to mask that much. If I would paint it with the truck, I would have to cover the wheels, I would have to cover the engine, and there's more involved in covering and size. So for me it was a lot easier to paint on the frame rack than install the cab on the truck itself. And another thing why I assembled before, because there's few things that would need to be addressed from engine side, but with the engine in it would be harder to deal with. It's a lot easier to deal when it's nothing on its way. Now everything basically plug it in and good to go. And that's the reason I didn't paint the cab on the truck, and that's the reason why I pre-assembled before I actually put the cab on the frame. Now let's start work on the front end and let's get everything buttoned up so I can start this truck, and maybe first we'll do first test drive if everything will go smooth without any hiccups. Everything that I wanted to be assembled is assembled. Steering wheel is back in its place. I also got my parts speedometer for now until I get mine fixed. And over here in the engine bay, everything is stacked back. Everything is in place, screwed. Now what's left is throw 2 batteries from this truck and see if it will start, if I plugged everything or not. Let's see if it will start from first time. Finger crossed, I did everything good. That's it. Moment of the truth. Let's see if it will start. I think it will start, but let's see. We got power. 1, 2, 3. As you can hear it, guys, it started right up. No problem. That means I connected everything. The only issue is the blower works all the time. That means the climate control unit that I replaced maybe went bad or something wrong with it. I don't know. It was working, but now it doesn't work. I'll deal with it later on, cause day is almost over. Now what I need to do, tight those 8 bolts on the cap, move this lift slightly towards the garage, and get this truck out. I want to test drive it, but before I can test drive it, I'll have to throw the seat also. But other than that, it's almost done. Now let's do those 8 bolts real quick, and let's go test drive it. That's it, guys. The cap, it's officially been replaced. It's officially on my convertible F350. Everything is buttoned up under the hood, whatever needs to be buttoned up. It drives good. I drove it slightly to understand 4x4 works and other stuff. Everything works. Everything is nice. What's left is basically install the doors, assemble these doors, assemble plastics inside, and basically put on whole front end. I'm happy where I'm at right now. It's been such a long time, and now things start puzzling together. It's a really awesome feeling, and thanks to you guys for your support. It's gonna be end of this episode. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this project, and don't forget to subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram at Salvagemasterv to see inside scoop there before YouTube, and I'll see you next one.